I am Sananda. I come at this time, in these opportune times for truth, indeed, is coming forward from many different directions, many different sources. The truth is coming. The truth is here. It is still yet for those that have the eyes to see, and the ears to hear. For those that are closed off to the truth, those that don't want to know, those that will stay stagnant where they are in their comfort zones, they themselves will not know the truth. They will be shown it, perhaps they will be told it, but they will not accept it. There will be many of these that will not accept this truth, that will not accept the light. But those that do will move forward in these higher vibrational frequencies, and everything that is of the old, everything that is of the old lower vibrations, will cease to exist in their knowing and understanding. Yes, you may still have some memories of it, but those memories will fade. Those memories of before the changeover will eventually fade. That is why we tell you now, forgive, forget, and move on. Forgive everything anybody has done to you in the past. You cannot hold on to it. It is an attachment that will hold you to these lower vibrations. Forget whatever has been in your past. Even the good memories will eventually fade as well, because you will no longer need them, as you will find yourself always in the perfect now moment, no longer holding on to the past, and no longer only looking forward to the future. Because as you are in the perfect now moment, there is no past, and there is no future to be concerned about. There is only the now. And if more and more of you would begin to understand this and accept this, to just be in the now and let the universe take over in terms of creating your intentions, as you have said in your discussions, and let the universe go to work for you. That is what you need to do. And the more that you can do that, the more your lives will take a turn for the better, a turn into the light, more and more into the higher vibrations, and you will no longer be held back by those lower vibrations. They will not hold you anymore. They cannot hold you if you do not let them, if you do not let the fear move through your being, just as it does through many across the planet at this time, where they are letting the fear hold them down, keeping them from moving into higher vibrational frequencies, keeping them from moving into higher consciousness, holding them as the comfort zones hold them. But that is not to be for those of you that are preparing, readying now for the first wave of ascension. And that wave is here now. It is already here in the higher vibrations. Whenever you find yourself in higher fourth, and even fifth dimensional frequencies, you are there. You are already there within the ascension wave. Have you fully ascended? No, because there are those attachments, the programming that keeps pulling you back down again and again. And then when you are pulled back down, you realize that indeed you have been pulled back down, and you, with your ability to raise your vibrations, move right back up into those higher frequencies and the higher dimension. And once you back in the higher dimension again, it is more and more difficult to continue to bring you back down into the lower vibrations. And this is how it continues to work. The more you can keep yourself in the higher vibration, the higher frequency of the higher dimension, the more you will stay there. And that, my friends, is ascension. So I leave you now with this parting thought: allow yourselves to let go. Let go of the old. Utilize the violet flame to burn out the old programming. Burn it out of your chakra centers, which is where the programming resides, which is where the memories reside. Burn it out. Let it go. Forget it. Move on. And as you do that more and more and more, then your life will take a new turn for you. All of you, each and every one of you. Let go, let God, or let the universe take over. Peace and love be with all of you. One who serves, channeled by James McConnell. Mani, Padme, Hum. Mani, Padme, Hum. Greetings to you. One who serves here. Shoshana is here. We are gearing up, people. We are gearing up for the next advance that this group, Ancient Awakenings, that is about to unfold for this group. It is going to be in many respects miraculous for those that are ready for it, and we just tell you, be ready. That is a big hint here. Be ready for something grand to occur. James has no idea what we are speaking about at this point, but it will come to fruition, and you will experience something quite grand. We will say here, we are ready for your questions if you have them. Guest, yes, I have a question. Oz, yes. Guest, do you have any updates on the release of the med beds by chance? Oz, updates, no, but at this point, they are in process in terms of all of them, not just the med beds, as you are saying, but all of the higher technologies that have been held back from you are in process of being readied and then released. So this is what we would suggest to you though, dear one, and all of the rest of you that are listening and then resonating to these words after, do not focus on what is not yet here. Focus only on what is here right now in this now moment, and everything else shall take care of itself if you do that more and more. Okay? Shoshana, Joanna Higher Self, channeled by Joanna McConnell. We do not share here. O's, very good. Then was this sufficient for you? Guest, yes, thank you. O's, we move on to another question here. Guest, I have a question, one who serves. O's, yes. Guest, now I try to stay in the moment and in the present time, but a long time ago, maybe 6 to 9 months ago, there was a lot of channeling saying there was going to be an imminent announcement. I think one who serves said that this could be coming, and there might be dominoes to fall from this imminent announcement of many months ago, and I wondering, has this announcement been made, or has it been made behind the scenes and there are still things going on? We are all waiting for this imminent announcement to create the dominoes, but I don't feel that we actually heard or seen an imminent announcement. Can you share light on that, please? O's, yes we can. The more that you focus on what is and here yet, and not focus on being in the now, then the more concerned you become about what is not yet here. So we would suggest again to focus on being in the now moment. Find whatever it is in that now moment that bring you happiness, brings you joy, and build upon that each and every moment, and then you will find that those things that have been spoken of, such as great announcements and such, will be here. They will be here, and, to you even, they will be imminent. When we say imminent, you must understand that we are not dealing in the future. We are only dealing in the now moment. So we do not think in terms of your linear time frame here, you see? And that is what you must come to understand, that everything, and we mean everything, is working out exactly as it needs to, even though it does not appear to you because you are looking at it from your third-dimensional perspective and your comfort zone, ideal comfort zone here, and you must let go of that, you see? Shoshana, we agree. We can add here a perspective. May we add a perspective, dear sister? Guest, yes, please. Shoshana, dear sister, there is a great battle, a great consciousness battle occurring on your planet. It is intense. There are many battling minds attempting to usurp power over the world, you see. The announcement that you speak of will not occur in this time frame, as the battle has intensified, you see, and you must be patient because, as you have heard many times, the light has won. What one who serves gave, and what is important to understand is that the timing is no time. The timing is a vibrational point at which these announcements can be revealed, you see. So it is vibration, and we will say now that we are getting close, that we do not know the exact moment when you will know clearly verbally that you have won the most. O's, and we add here, just remember, those of the dark forces have a certain playbook that they go by, and they keep following that playbook over and over and over as it always worked for them in the past. But in these higher vibrations, it is no longer working, and those of the light forces are very much aware of their playbook and are able to intercede in many respects, in almost all respects, as these things continue to play out. So they will continue to play out their playbook, and it will continue to fail and fail and fail because they cannot sustain themselves as these vibrations continue to raise higher and higher, as they are doing, and are going to continue to do, and more where they do not want the truth to come forward. It is coming forward regardless. So be not concerned at this point about particular announcements as such. Just be ready for the changes as they are coming, but even more importantly, again, continue to keep yourself as much as you possibly can in this perfect now moment and look at it in that respect. Okay, guest, that very helpful. I think we all assume that it just been delayed if you look at the timelines because of certain things, and it is not necessarily a moot point. It will eventually happen in the 3D experience. It just that there are certain playbook plays being played out right now, so we just need to be in the moment, in the loving moment, being patient, and trusting it will come. Always, yes, and create the timeline that you want to happen here. This is very important. Create it. This is why there are mass meditations and these things that are called for at various times. All to create the timelines that you want, not what they want. Shoshana, we wish to add. Always, yes, please. Shoshana, we wish to add here, dear sister. May we add? Guest, yes, please. Shoshana, dear sister, evil is bubbling to the surface. It is coming up for all to see. This has never occurred before when there is vast understanding and vast knowledge of the truth of the evil ones. They are showing themselves and people are laughing. Yes, Shoshana, people are understanding the mockery that has occurred. This is a great awakening. You can be so excited that these evil ones are showing up for all to view. Namaste. Guest, yes. Thank you very much for your service. We love you. Shoshana, Namaste. We love you. Very good. Are there any further questions here? Guest, yes, dear ones. Yes, guest, many of us been watching the videos from Australia and have seen the abject oppression there. I am wondering on a couple levels, did the Australians decide to step up to the plate to show us all, or is there some karma they are working out? It does and seem fathomable to us that that level of oppression could be somehow shifted and resolved peacefully. It's so horrible over there. So can you give us some light on how that could ever be resolved? What you have just given here, on give us some light, there is already light going into that area, even though it does not appear to be, because it is all purposeful of what is occurring there. Even though those of the population are being locked down and all of these things, this is bringing the ludicrousy all to the surface, as Shoshana has given. Bubbling it to the surface. Bringing their ridiculousness of attempting to hold down an entire population of a country, which they are attempting to do, and in the past, this population may have accepted it more and more. But no longer, because of the Great Awakening now. So they are rising up and saying, no more. Now it is a difficult position for many of them to be in, because they have surrendered their weapons and all of those things which they could have used to defend themselves, and even more importantly, not so much defend themselves, but those that are in charge there, or believe they are in charge there, would not have been able to do this if they had not taken all of their weapons away. That is why it is important here in this country not to fight. It is not about fighting, but it is about showing strength here, and those of the forces here in this country, in the United States here, they know that they cannot force the population here because they are too strong. Now remember, they are few, and you are many, and you must continue to remember that. They have played by this playbook that they have used again and again. But now they are showing their fallacy here. They are showing that they cannot be in control, even though many are allowing them to be in control. But that is the optimum word here, allowing. Do not allow, do not comply, no matter what. Say no. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for your freedom. It is very important now for you all to do that, and this is how the Great Awakening will continue on, and will eventually be completely fulfilled here within the light. Shoshana, we will share. May we share on this? Guest, yes, please. Shoshana, dear one, those that are oppressed, those that no longer have many personal freedoms that they had in the past, have agreed to this, you see. These souls have agreed to this, and what must occur is the Great Awakening for the world, and this pocket of oppression and fear and sadness is the example. You see, those that live in the great nation that you reside in will no longer let their weapons go, will begin to preserve the Constitution that was given long ago to create the freedom that they all have now. So what we see for the future, and we are not really disposed to give you this, but we will tell you that the great nation that you reside in will rise up, and those that have been oppressed will be assisted. Namaste. Yes. Very good. Guest, thank you so much. That is so wonderful. I appreciate that. We take one more question here, and then we need to release channel. Would there be any other question? Guest, I have a quick one. Yes, guest, I wanted to ask just about memory. I know that we are talking about there no longer being past or future in 5D. Does this have to do with, as this ascension is happening with my physical changes, is that my memory loss and having to struggle to remember past words and things? Does that have anything to do with this? Yes, it certainly does. This goes along with what we have been saying: forgive, forget, and it is a part of this process as you are moving through the ascension here. As the vibrational frequencies continue to increase, you find yourselves more and more being in that now moment and letting go of the past, not holding on to it anymore, because as you hold on to the past, that is attachment, and those attachments continue to lower your vibrational frequency, you see? So yes. The answer to that is yes. Shoshana, do you have something to add? Shoshana, we will share here. May we share our perspective, dear one? Guest, yes, Please, Shoshana, dear one, congratulations that you have not become attached to your memories. What was the great plan, you see, to suppress humans, is to give them memories. Memories are attachments. Oh, do you remember when you were a baby and how much we loved you? That is irrelevant. That takes away from the value of being in the present moment, you see. Also, memories change continually and two or more can have an experience that is identical and have a completely understanding and completely different memory of the experience. Giving up memory of the past is moving past attachment. You see, in this culture the phones that you have take pictures and pictures become memories. This is all purposeful to keep you attached. Even photographs of the past create an attachment, you see. So one must be very careful how they view their lives, and if you wish to go into your past, you must go into your past to learn something, not to feel remorse or longing for that moment. Namaste. Always, wonderfully said. Guest, thank you. Always, very good. Then we are ready for your email question, and then we release channel. Guest, yes, thank you. The question is, are starseeds in the first wave of ascension? Thank you. Always, my goodness. Most definitely. That is the plan. It is not our plan. That is your plan. That is what you came here to do, to be a part of this great awakening, to assist this great awakening, to propel this great awakening. That is what you are here for, and, as you are doing that, you are moving through the ascension. Even though at times you may not think you are, it may not feel like you are, and every single time that you move up higher in vibration and find yourself, again, in the higher fourth dimension and fifth dimension and feel that blissful feeling, and perhaps where you have a sense of knowing so much more than your third dimensional consciousness could ever know, even if it is only a brief moment for that, that is moving up in your ascension process. So you are constantly doing that. And the starseeds, those of you that came here from many different systems, the Istam Busters, as you have heard many times, yes, you are certainly in, or being prepared here, we will say, for this first wave of ascension. So yes, Shoshana, do you have anything to add here? Shoshana, we have a perspective here, and it is somewhat different, you see. Our perspective is this: if the one asks, are the starseeds going first? That individual is not thinking about others, you see. It is better to serve. It is better karmically, vibrationally to ask, may I help you go? May I help others move forward? A true starseed will ask, what can I do to help others move forward in consciousness and ascend? And in that vibration, they will also move forward. Namaste. Always, very good. Do you have parting message? Shoshana, we do not. Always, very good. Then we just simply say to continue, again, and we say this over and over and over, because this is one of the most important things for you to establish within yourself, in the knowing within yourself, and that is to find yourself more and more in the now moment. Let go of the old, embrace the new that is happening right now in this moment. Shanti. Peace be with you. Be the one. Channeled by James McConnell.